Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Meet the Monk. I am Ajahn Sarayut the Abbot of Wat Uttamapanyo in Tucson, Arizona. Today we are doing a live streaming from Wat Uttamapanyo studio, and our program uh, is one of the effort of the Council of Thai People in the USA to deliver the Dhamma talk, the Dhamma conversation to our audience who are not necessarily have to understand Thai, can follow and also can listen to our conversation in English. That's what we try to do, and our program is to uh, invite the monk from Thailand or from other country who live and work in abroad, especially in the West and in the U.S. to have opportunity to give a Dhamma talk or come to our program to have a conversation about Buddhism, about Buddhist teaching. And this is what we plan to do and we intend to do in the future. And today is our fifth episode of Meet the Monk, and I would try my very best to facilitate the conversation. And today, our conversation with two venerable monks who are from Thailand but now live and work here uh, in the U.S. So our program is Miss the Monk. And again, this program or this show or talk show, Dhamma Talk, made it possible by the uh, Council of Thai People in the USA and Wat Buddha Metta in Tucson, Arizona. We also plan to promote our program of Wat Buddha Metta and also the Council of Thai People in the USA. And today, our topic is why do Buddhists take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma and Sangha? And our guest today uh, is the first one is Venerable Phramaha Piya Uttamapanyo, PhD. He graduated from University Makada University from India. He currently the abbot of Wat Prodketchettharam of America in Buffalo, New York. Yeah, and he also uh, his position with the council is the Deputy Secretary General of the Council of Thai People in the USA, and he finished the overseas Tammatuta training class 12. And he is going to be one of our guests today uh, to um, to talk about why do Buddhists take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha. And he have a very good education in Buddhism in Pali, and let's welcome him to the studio. Uh, ท่านอาจารย์สวัสดีครับ Good
Hello.
morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning,
Yeah.
Ajahn. How are you? Good to
I'm
see you.
doing well. Thank you for being here this morning. Yeah, and
Teacher.
so our next guest is one of our Buddhist monks who live and work here in the U.S. Venerable Phra Thammawat Dhammavattano or Venerable Ajahn Thammawat Dhammavattano. He is the Vipassana meditation teacher of what Buddhadhamma in Chicago, Illinois, and he also received the training to train the monk to work abroad, and we call the Overseas Tamatutta class 13. Let's welcome him to the show, to the talk, and Ajahn. Good morning, Ajahn Thammawat. Welcome you to our
Morning.
program. And Ajahn Thammawat work and live in Chicago, Illinois, and I had the opportunity to visit your temple last June, yeah, and when we have the meeting at
Mhm.
Wat Thammaram in Chicago, Illinois, and Ajahn Piya, Ajahn Phramaha Piya or Ajahn Piya, he is the abbot of what Prodketchettharam, America. Yeah, he's in upstate New York, and if you uh, go to New York to go and visit Niagara Falls, his temple is about how long, Ajahn? 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yes, about 15 minutes, Ajahn, from the fall,
Okay.
not
Okay,
far.
yeah. One of these day, I'll make it to upstate New York, and I was there about, I would say, 20 years ago.
Mm.
But at that time, you you didn't establish the temple where you at yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have these two venerable guests. For example, three of us live in a different region or different time zone of the U.S.
Mhm.
I'm the host. I live in the west, uh, not really the west coast, but in the west region, in
Mm.
southwest of America, from Arizona. And Ajahn Piya, he is the I think northeast, or we call upstate New York. Yeah, he's on the uh, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, his time is about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Ajahn Thammawat is in a Central Time, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. And today,ท่านอาจารย์, uh, the our effort, why we have this program is we would like to reach the young state, people who might be new to Buddhism and people who study Buddhism for a while, or even people who practice Buddhism for a long time, but don't really have a clear understanding of Buddhism and Buddhist teaching in terms of, for example, why do we take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha? That is the question that I would like to ask, and we will talk about this during our conversation. So,
Mm.
since I have two of you here, so I'm going to ask. I'll go with Ajahn Piya first. Yeah,
Mhm.
and what is uh, three refuge? What is the three refuge? What are they? And why we take refuge. I'll go to that, but I want to know what is the Trai Sarana. Uh, okay, Thanajan. Yeah.
Yes. The triple gem, or in Pali we call Tiratana, the Buddha as the founder, or the awakened one, the Dhamma, or the truth, the law of the nature that the Buddha he found and become the Buddha, and the Sangha is the monk or the group of the monk. Normally they refer to the noble disciple. Uh, That is the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. We call three
Oh,
refuge.
okay. Okay, so there are three of them. So uh, okay, Ajahn Thammawat is back. Yeah. So there are the Buddha, the founder or the enlightened one, or we call our spiritual teacher who found the tradition, right? And
Yes,
then
right.
what he found, what he became enlightened is we call the Dharma or the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And later we call the teaching as well. So the Sangha is the group of monastic community, monks and nuns, and so that is the Sangha that we count into the three refuge.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Ajahn
Dhammawat.
Thammawat. Why don't we go ahead with this? And
Uh-huh.
when it's come to the one thing that we uh, we know, especially I have a question about, and other people have a question about when it comes to the Sangha. Is the Sangha mean everyone who practice Buddhism, or the Sangha mean only when it's what we call when is uh, the when we talk about the Sangha, sometimes people use the word Sangha to mean the community that include everyone too. That is what we call the
The
ideal
Sangha.
Sangha. Mhm.
Yeah, I think when we talk about the Sangha, I think we have three meanings.
Okay,
The first meaning is an ideal Sangha. Uh, the Sangha or the noble disciple. If you can remember when the Buddha gave the first sermon and the five ascetic become
right.
the monk that they
The
call
first group, the monk.
Sankho. Yeah, they call Sankho Loke Uppanno. The Sangha has appeared in the world. That is the ideal Sangha. That is the first meaning, the noble disciple. And the second meanings for me is all noble disciple start from the Sotapanna, Sakithakami, Anakami, and Arahanta. All of this we call the noble disciple. We call the Sangha. And the third meaning, Sangha mean the group. Maybe it can be the Buddhist community. It depends on, I think, how you refer to what does it mean. But for me, if we talk about the triple gem, the Sangha mean the ideal Sangha or the noble disciple who become Arahanta, who free from greed, hatred, and delusion. That is the ultimate
Right, right.
goal
Yeah,
of Buddhism.
yeah.
Mhm.
ท่านอาจารย์ธรรมวัฒน์ what is your take, or what do you think uh, about the triple gems? Since we already covered, there are three of them. The Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. So my question to you uh, is the why we take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dharma, in the Sangha. Can we practice Buddhism without taking three refuge, and which many people do, And for example, people who are not really sure about it, but when people already know what they are doing, so they tend to take refuge uh, in in the Buddha, in the Dharma, in the Sangha. So ท่านอาจารย์ปิยะ uh, why is so important that we have to take refuge if we decide to follow the teaching of the Buddha?
I think when you ask that question, I think why not? Why not take the refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha? For me, I think about when I was young. I don't know.
Mhm.
Even we born in Buddhist family, but we don't know about the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. We don't know what is right, what is wrong. After my family took me to the temple, and I start to learn about the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and we start to learn about what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. I think for me, the triple gem is our role model. Uh,
Mhm.
like when we were young, we have to rely on our family. They have to take care of us. They have to teach us what is right, what is wrong, or hot or cold. You should eat, you should sleep. When we first come to Buddhism, we don't know what what to do, where to
What you do?
go, and then you need some advisor. You need someone to guide you. I think the triple gem is our role model and is our guidance. That's why we need to take the refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. What about you?
And how about you,ท่านอาจารย์Thammawat? Why? Let's ask you. Uh, why do you take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dharma, in the Sangha? And even though you have been a monk for so many years, but
Mhm.
you still do that, I still do that, and you still do that. And why is that,ท่านอาจารย์Thammawat? Why we have to take refuge to take the Buddha as our spiritual refuge, and the Dharma as our spiritual refuge, the Sangha as our spiritual refuge. For you personally, why do you take refuge? Are you be able to hear me, Tanajan Thammawat?
As far as I know, his internet is quite slow over there because
Okay,
in June we has that kind of problem too when we try to do live broadcast from his temple.
okay. Mhm. Maybe because of the weather sometime too. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll wait for him later. So
Yes.
I think I heard your reason why you long time ago or even now you start to take refuge because you need a role model, you need an example, and so I know that taking refuge is it's like a ceremony, that someone have to do what we call a self declaration to make the announcement
Hmm.
and to make it clear to yourself. For example, when we take refuge, right? Here at Wat Buddhametta, every Sunday morning, we lead everyone, or I lead everyone to take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha. So when we start, we normally start with Puttang Saranang Kachami. To the Buddha, I go for refuge.
Hmm.
Dhammang Saranang Kachami. To the Dhamma, I go for refuge. Sanghang Saranang Kachami. To the Sangha, I go for refuge. And so, and that is what we call a self-declaration to make it uh, clear and obvious to our mind. So
Hmm.
when we do that, that is the ceremony, right? That
Yeah.
we do of what we call a formal
Hmm.
uh, self declaration to take refuge. So can I just for example think about okay, I'm Puttang Saranang Gacchami, or can I just practice Buddhism without doing that? And you say that why not? Since you're already going to be on the path, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can do both way, Ajahn. The first one, you just say to yourself that I want to try, I want to learn the Buddha teaching, uh, I want to learn the Dhamma, the Buddha teaching, I want to
Mhm.
consult with the monk or the group of the Buddhist people. You can say to yourself
Mhm.
that, or if you want
Okay.
someone to your witness, to be your witness, this is the second choice. Since I live in USA for 20 years, almost 20 years, we also, there are only two persons that come to me and they say that I want to be a Buddhist. Can you do some
Mhm.
ceremony for me? And then I did it for them. Just only two person for 20
Okay.
years. But there are many people. There are many people they want to be Buddhist, but they don't do anything. They just come to
They
practice
don't know
and
how. They don't know how to do. Yeah. And
mm,
yeah, and one of that is Ajahn. For example, uh, I have people, I have students who live far away from the temple, far away from the monk. They probably not see the monk, but they read
mm,
about Buddhism. They have appreciation. Can they do without the monk? Normally, traditionally, right? We receive or we take refuge in front of the monk. Can they do without having a monk with them?
yeah, they can do, Ajahn. Normally, like
Okay.
the people who live far away from the temple, normally Buddhist people, they will have Buddha statue. When they want to take the refuge and the sila or the precept, they want to observe five precepts. They also just make like an announcement in the front of the Buddha statue that okay, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and also I make a vow. I want to observe five precepts. You can do like that
Mhm.
too. Yeah,
Okay, so if I don't have two of that, for example, I don't have the Buddha statue with me, I don't have the monk close to me, can I still do that?
yeah, you
Can I
can do
still
that.
say Puttang Saranang Kacchami, Dhammang Saranang Kacchami, Sanghang Saranang Kacchami?
Yeah,
Can I
you can
still
do
do
that.
that, right? I
Yes.
guess that I still will be able to do that.
Yeah.
So our audience and or anyone, you know, I know that a lot of people contact me, and Ajahn, one of this day I want to come to you and take a formal. But if you don't want to do a formal, if it's not convenient for you, you can do it from home, from where you are, as long as you know the word, right? You know what to say. Puttang saranang kacchami, dhammang saranang kacchami, sanghang saranang kacchami on your own, correct?
Yeah, Ajahn. Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
I think nowadays, I think we can do both way. I mean, we
Hmm.
can do two way. The first thing is the what we call is on-site ceremony. That maybe
Okay.
once a year, maybe you do some ceremony for the people who want to be the Buddhist. Like maybe once a year we get together at your temple or somewhere and we do that ceremony for them. And the second choice is we call online ceremony. Maybe we can do something like this for them. I think it's a
Uh-huh.
good idea too, because sometimes
Uh-huh.
we need some ceremony to make sure that we do the right thing. We have the monk
Hmm.
as our guidance because they has more experience and they has more knowledge than us. Yeah, maybe two way.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think nowadays it's much more convenient because we can use Messenger, we can use the phone,
Mm,
we can use FaceTime, we can use video call, right? We can use
yeah,
Zoom if you need someone. So what is to make the point? If you have someone with you, for example, the monks or the teacher who you trust, right? That is
Yeah.
very good. So it means so much to you. But if you know anyone or you don't have, you can do it by yourself. Then Ajahn Thammawat, is your signal
Come back.
stable that you can talk with us a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, I come back.
So okay. So we've been talking with Ajahn Piya about uh, taking refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha. So before we lost you earlier, I asked you, uh, why do you take refuge in the Buddha personally about you, And I think you become a monk for a very long time. Yeah. So why, uh, Ajahn Thammawat, what time, how old when you start to become a monk?
I was novice first when I 12.
12 years old.
When I
So
12
you
years
have
old,
to
I
take,
ordained as a
right?
novice. Yes,
Right.
and when
So you have to take
was
refuge in the Buddha, in the Sangha, to be able to become a novice, right?
novice, yes,
You become a
the
novice by
refuge.
taking Sarana.
Uh,
So why do you do that? Mhm.
uh, Buddhism, everyone had to refuse Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha to become a Buddhist. If you don't refuse Buddha, Dhamma, you are not a Buddhist.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Everyone to become a Buddhist. Uh, we respect, for beginner, we respect Buddha image. If you don't have more knowledge,
Hmm.
no, not high age education for common people, we respect because we think rec- recognize to the Buddha. And we have study more, we respect Buddha by Buddha history. If
So to
you
you, it's
practice more,
uh
you can have a Buddha inside your mind.
Mm.
Your your
mm,
mind very calm, very clear, very cool. Buddha appear inside and no suffering inside and did the exactly go to Buddha or I go for refuge. We have
okay,
three steps. Someone may respect by Buddha image.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have more knowledge, you think about Buddha, you see where the Buddha was born, enlightenment, first teaching, and where the Buddha passed away. You know about history. And after that, you have to practice according to the Buddha teaching. And after that, you will realize the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha exactly. This, this the
okay.
concept of refuge.
So
The
to
three steps
you
of refuge.
personally is, huh?
The three
Ajahn, to
steps
you
of
personally is, you want to become Buddhist, and this is the way to become Buddhist by taking refuge in the Buddha, in
yes,
the Dhamma, in the Sangha,
yes,
to make the Buddha, what do you call, one of your, what do you call, spiritual reminder that when you think about the three refuge, the image or the ideal, the virtue of the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha appear in your mind state, in your common mind. So it
yes,
helps you to become a good person, follow the teaching of the Buddha. Yeah. Okay. So that's very good. And for me, I became a novice when I was 15 years old. However, I followed my grandmother to the temple when I was very young, and I don't think at that time I took refuge in the Buddha and the Dhamma and the Sangha yet. I even afraid of going to the temple because of the Buddha hall is too big and look very scary to me.
Mhm.
So, but I have to go with my grandmother because of my father and my mother want me to be my grandmother company. So I I follow my grandmother and to the temple, and I would say my parent, my father, my mother would tell me that okay, listen to your grandma, do what she tell you to do, don't do bad thing or don't play too much, and listen to the monk. So that's my exposure to the triple gem. I don't know what it is. I don't know who's wearing the robe, and until later by getting to know that. But many of us who don't have that opportunity, especially people who was born and grew up in the West, and that's why we try our best to introduce Buddhism to the young generation. But one thing that I would like to ask, and a lot of people ask me, yeah, Putang Saranang Kachami, Dhammang Saranang Kachami, Sanghang Saranang Kachami, and we have to do it about 3 times, for the second time, for the third time. Why is that, Ajahn Piya? Why we have to do it 3 times? Can we do just one time enough?
I think that is from the Buddha time. For me, as far as I know, because they want to double check or to make sure that you really want to do it. Like the first time you want to do it, the second time you want to do it, and the third time you want to do it. They want to double check your mind. You really want to do
So
it.
you just want to make sure. So you
Yeah,
just want to make sure that this is
uh,
what you want to do. That's why we do it 3 times,
yeah. For me,
correct?
yeah.
Okay, Ajahn Thammawat, why we do it 3 times? Can we do 1 time? Can I say Putang Saranang Kachami, Dhammang Saranang Kachami, and Sanghang Saranang Kachami, and that's it? No.
Put- Puttang Saranang
Why we do it
Kacchami,
3 times? Uh-huh.
Puttang Saranang Kacchami. To the Buddha, I go for refuge. And the second time, for the second time to the Buddha, I go for refuge. And Tatiyam, Tatiyampi, Puttang Saranang Kacchami. For the third time uh, to the Buddha, I go for refuge. Did a meaning. We make sure that Ajahn Piya explain.
So you have the
When we
same
talk
you have the
about
same opinion.
any teacher in the past, we discuss something to make sure you talk like this. You want to do like this to make sure because someone if if you don't confirm you do like this, they will uh, split to another thing to make sure you want to do like this, you believe like this, and confirm when the Buddha talk with someone, talk with some teacher in the past to make sure you talk like this, you do like this, and after that we confirm to make sure that Ajahn Piya very clear to me.
Okay,
Ajahn,
so
Ajahn,
the
beside that,
reason that we do 3 times, yeah, because of that. Yeah, Ajahn
mm,
Piya, do you have anything to add into it?
beside that is more cultural way too. As far as I observe, you know, like we have to say it 3 times is more cultural way too. beside confirming. And also beside that is like before the people they say goodbye to the Buddha, they will walk around him 3 rounds. Why have to be 3 rounds? I think is one of the thing is the cultural way of doing it too, the kind of respect for me. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so you used to live in India. Most of you graduate from university in India, so
Yes.
you observe how people do things, live their life in India. For here in the U.S., if you start to walk around someone, they're not really sure what you're doing, or they are in trouble. What you're gonna do, something with them. But in
Yeah.
Asia, in I think in Thailand, that's how we pay respect, right?
Yeah.
So and here too, here too, when I teach meditation here, we
Mhm.
normally do three things, right? It's just the way, it's just, and I normally explain to them that, for example, when we start to do a walking meditation, we do standing before we walk. We do standing. What I explain to the group is we want to make sure that you are really here physically and mentally. The first time your body is here, but your mind still shopping at Walmart or Best Buy or somewhere
Mhm.
else. The second time you might be on the road to come here to the temple. And the third time you are in the meditation room here and now start to walk. And that is the same goal. Is it correct? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I explain to people when people ask me why is 3 times? Can I do 1 time? So people here in America or in the West, they negotiate a lot. They try to bargain the practice. Can I do without it? Or can I do just one? Or can I don't do it at all? Like that. But for us, if we want to follow the teaching of the Buddha, this is the way to uh, to make a declaration or to tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And one of the next question that I have for two of you is, and who is the Buddha? Tharajan Piya, and then I'll go with you. I'll ask you after that, and who is the Buddha? And what is the quality of the Buddha that we see him, we take him as our refuge, as our inspiration. Can we use the word inspiration too?
Yes. Because we got inspiration from the Buddha. Even myself, when I bow
Hmm.
to the Buddha statue, I think about his teaching. I think about what we can do, what we can behave like him, even a little bit. It will be better for us. Yeah, something like that, Ajahn.
Okay. So you when you bow to the Buddha, to the statue, okay, we do that every day. So you think about the virtue of the Buddha.
Yeah,
In Thai, we call Puttha Kun.
yeah,
You remember or you think about Puttha Kun. And Ajahn Thammawat, who is the Buddha? Why we take refuge in the Buddha? Who is him or who was him? And
Uh, in the Buddhism, one who attained enlightenment become a Buddha. So
right.
Buddha appear everywhere. When you attain enlightenment, when you attain the truth, you become Buddha. Buddha attained the Dhamma, and the Buddha show the way how to practice to get rid of suffering. if you refuse river or you refuse big tree or heaven, can help you to, if you stay in the forest, you stay in the mountain, know something to refuse, you fear a lot, but cannot lead you to end of suffering. But okay, for someone they don't have more something to refuse in the past. So when you refuse the Buddha, his teaching, his practice leading you to know suffering, to get rid of suffering. So why Buddhists refuse Buddha? And the Buddha one with pure mind, pure action. If you respect some superstar or some philosopher, sometimes they act good, but the exactly inside his mind, so still angry, worry, jealousy, and you follow them,
Yeah.
lead you to have more trouble. You see, someone have a superstar to be an idol, and
In
after
other
that,
words, they are
when
not
when
mindful,
someone
right?
practice bad to you, or some take time they practice bad, you feel sad, you feel unhappy, you feel angry. But
Mhm.
when you practice according to the Buddha, to the Dhamma, to the Sangha, leading you to calm mind, pure action, you get rid of angry, worry, jealousy. So why we refuse Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha? You will understand this.
Okay. So you say that the Buddha help us to protect us from the danger of any unwholesome thought, unwholesome state. For example, angry, delusion, and craving.
Okay.
Uh, are you agree with that opinion or the perception, Thanajan Piya? Is that
Yeah.
how the one of the goal of taking refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha is to protect us uh, from greed, from anger, from delusion, or what we call lopa, tosa, moha. Is it correct?
Yeah, Ajahn. I totally agree with Ajahn Thammawat because he quote from the Buddha teaching. If we study about the human history, you will see that the primitive people, mean the people in the ancient time, because they don't have the refuge, they're afraid or they fear about the lightning, fear about dangerous thing. They take the refuge in the mountain, in the big tree or the river or whatever. But that thing maybe can help a little bit to calm their mind, but cannot totally help them to free from greed, hatred, and delusion, or from unwholesome root or the root of evil. But if they take the refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, it can help them to free their mind from unwholesome root or greed, hatred, and delusion. That's why I think it's very important.
So, according to the Buddha, or according to Buddhist teaching, when someone make the expression to take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha, first they see the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha as their inspiration, and
Mhm.
second, they take refuge because they need protection, especially inner protection, our mind from unskillful thought, unwholesome thought. For example, as you mentioned, greed, anger, delusion, which the other refuge, the other shelter cannot provide, right? God cannot
Mhm.
provide you to free yourself from greed. God cannot free yourself from anger, and sometimes or some God even be angry themselves, right? As we study. So
or
to take
some
refuge
philosopher.
in the Buddha, in the Dharma,
Mm.
see them as a good example, and the Buddha is the awakening one,
Yes,
Yeah.
as we know that free from this danger. So we think that when we take the Buddha, so we will be free like him, just
Mm.
like that.
Yes,
yes,
Ajahn.
Okay,
sure.
Mhm.
okay. And how about I have a question that people ask me, uh, what does it mean by one of the virtue of the Buddha is self-awakened one, self-awakened one. What does it mean by that, self-awakened one? Because we know that when he left the palace, left the family, he went to study with some master of India at that time. Then he became enlightened. He said, "No, I'm become enlightened by myself." And what does it mean when we? One of the virtue is he is Samma Sambuddha or self-awakened. Ajahn Piya, you very I think good in Pali and also in Buddhism too. What does it mean by that? Self-awakened. Can someone become enlightened without any teacher, like the Buddha? He claimed that. But for us,
Mm.
we need someone to be our teacher, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
We have like the Buddha is the special person who trained himself for many lifetime to be a great teacher. When he said that Samma Sambuddho self-awakened one, because he has no teacher to teach him about the way to awaken one or the way to liberation. If we study the Buddha story, we will see that he went to many teachers, but all of them cannot help him to reach enlightenment. Uh,
Oh,
but he found the way himself. That's why we call him Samma Sambuddho, self-awakened one, because he learned from his mistake and he tried to find the way, and then he found by himself. That's why we call Samma Sambuddho, self-awakened one.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I hope some of our audience might have this question. Now you know the answer because of what he did. How about you, Ajahn Thammawat? Why is self-awakened? Do you have the same opinion? You want to add something into what Ajahn Piya just said?
Mm.
yes. Um, why the Buddha, you would say, Buddha awaken, awakening,
By himself.
because he attained the Dhamma, and when he teach the Dhamma, when he teach the Dhamma is beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, beautiful in the end. When you practice, leading you to pure one, you will know your mind very calm, very clear, very pure. And when you practice according to his teaching, you will enlighten like a him, and you will know by yourself, not by reading or not by listening. You experience by yourself. For example, like you read about the taste of apple, but you never eat it. When you eat the apple, you will know the exactly taste of apple. So you will realize what is the Buddha, the characteristic when you attain, when you practice. And the Dhamma of the Buddha, he explained the spiritual life uh, of complete purity in its essence and conventions. Như alignment.
Okay, so I get that, and but for example, like all of us, now someone may be our teacher, but the Buddha didn't have anybody to be his teacher, to lead him to, or to teach him to free himself, to liberate himself, like Ajahn Piya said, right? So he is a special one, but we are a special one too. But we need someone because we don't have uh, the same. We don't have the wisdom like the Buddha. So the Buddha,
Ajahn, can I
uh,
add one more thing? In
right? Go
Buddhism,
ahead.
especially in Theravada Buddhism, we have three kind of Buddha.
Uh-huh.
The first one is Samma Sambuddha, self-awakened one. This kind of Buddha, he discovered the truth by himself with no teacher.
Yes.
That we call self-awakened one, Samma Sambuddha. The second kind of Buddha is Pacceka Buddha. Pacceka Buddha, sometimes we translate as silent Buddha. He discovered the truth by himself, but he has no teaching. He didn't teach anyone. That we call silent Buddha. And the third kind of the Buddha we call Anubuddha, or disciple or student of the Buddha, who listen to the Buddha and apply the teaching into their life or practice, follow the Buddha teaching, and become enlightenment. That we call Anubuddha.
Okay. So there are three kind of the Buddha. First one is become enlightened by himself, uh, and we call Pajjeka Buddha or silent Buddha. They cannot teach, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one is Samma Sambuddha, become enlightened by himself and also can teach. And the third one is Anu Buddha, who become the Buddha in terms of the mind state of freedom.
Yeah.
By following the teaching of someone or the Buddha. Okay, now let's move to the Dharma. Why we take the refuge in the Dharma. And the Dharma. What is the Dharma, Thanajan Piya?
The Dhamma is the truth. We can translate into many things. Dhamma is the truth. Dhamma is the law of the nature. Dhamma is the nature. Or sometimes we call the Dhamma is God. Sometimes like that. Yeah.
So I wouldn't use that. Then would be confused to other people. So
Yeah.
the Dharma is the truth.
Uh-huh.
And the Dharma is the teaching. Thanajan Thammawat, what is the Dharma?
Oh, easy. The Dhamma appear everywhere. Dhamma appear everywhere. The meaning of Dhamma is mean a dictionary. It means the meaning everything. But in the conclusion, the Dhamma is mean the truth that Ajahn Piya explained. The Dhamma is mean
Okay.
the truth. The Dhamma is mean the law of nature. And the Dhamma, the duty to practice according to the law of nature. And after that, you got a reward or the result. The beginning, Dhamma, it means the truth or the nature or everything. Dhamma, everything. and in everything have the law of that. Why the sun come up, why the sun set, why the rain, why have the tree grow up or something. This is according to law of nature. And when we know the law of nature, we have to practice according to the law of nature to get the highest benefit, both yourself and others. When you practice like this, the result will occur. The
Okay.
yeah, the Dhamma.
So to you, the Dharma uh, is the truth because it is the law of nature. Is the natural law, and it is the truth. And we have to know the truth, be able
To
to.
know the truth. For when we practice according to the law of nature, it means you have to get benefit both yourself and others. Because sometimes when you know the law of nature, you may have to get the benefit for yourself only sometimes. You when you practice according to the right thing, you have to get benefit for yourself and others. It means make yourself calm, pure, uh, and after that, when you have mind, pure mind, calm mind, when you express by the body, when you thinking, when you action, make the society good. When society, many society good, make the world or the environment good. Start from yourself when you practice. These are
Okay.
the right thing to practice Dhamma. Because Dhamma have like a welcome or unwelcome too. When you practice
So,
unwholesome, the
Ajahn,
result should bad.
Mhm.
yeah, Ajahn, you can respond, either one of you. So, the Dharma belong to the Buddha, or the Dharma already exists before the Buddha, because
Yes,
of the
Dhamma
Buddha,
appear
uh,
everywhere and timeless
even
and
before the Buddha, correct?
encouraging to investigation before the Buddha. The beginning, the word what? Dhamma Pupe Paturo. I'm not sure about Pali. Maybe Ajahn Piya can help me. But the
Mhm.
beginning, the word what? If you say the beginning, the God was and wrong teaching, evil religion. It means Dhamma
Okay, so we don't want to go that.
come first.
We don't want to go to that direction. ท่านอาจารย์ Piya, so since I already asked him, is the Dharma belong to the Buddha, or the Buddha not the owner of the Dharma, but the Dharma already exists or here before the Buddha?
I think the Buddha, he is quite clear, and he is quite, what to say it out loud, that the truth is always here, but he rediscovered the truth and showed to the world, this is the truth. This is the way to end suffering. He don't proclaim that this is my this is my um, this is my Dhamma. He don't say that. He said that, oh, this is always here. I rediscover and I show to you. That is for sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so the Dharma exists even without the Buddha. The
Yeah.
Buddha happened to be someone who discovered, who found the truth. And
They,
then
they,
uh-huh.
they said that, Ajahn, one person realized the truth or the Dhamma, became the Buddha, and then he showed the way to end suffering to the people and establish the Sangha, or the people who want to follow his footsteps.
Okay, for example, like the teaching of the Four Noble Truths, the teaching of the precept, the teaching of the Eightfold Path, uh, is that is the Dharma, right? And the Four Noble Truths have been here before the Buddha,
Yeah.
and the Buddha happened to find the teaching, discover it, and then he share and teach his student. Now, one of the virtue of the Dharma is the Dharma is timeless, and that's what it is, right? The Dharma is timeless. It have no time limit, have no beginning, and it been here for a long time. It's like a universal. That's the Dharma, and it's timeless, and you can use the Dharma at any time. So when someone say that the Dharma is have to be seen by yourself, have to be seen inside, what does it mean by that?
Because when the Buddha he teach the Dhamma or teach the truth, he teach from his experience. But if you want to experience like him, you have to that is the meaning, Ajahn. If because they have their own experience. If we want to experience like the Buddha, we have to practice like him. And like take for example, the Buddha he said that Natti Santi Parang Sukhang. There is no priest higher than the supreme blessing. That means if you don't practice, you don't know where is the higher peace. When you practice meditation, and then you can experience that by yourself. When you experience by yourself, and it become your experience, and at that point you don't need the Buddha because you know like him.
Correct. Yeah. How about you,ท่านอาจารย์ Thammawat? So the Dharma is timeless.
Dhamma timeless because everyone can investigate, can attain the Dhamma. Even scientists, they will know some law of nature, but not the law how to get rid of suffering. They know how to create some iPhone, create some Tesla. They enlighten you. They enlighten the law of nature, how to uh, put something together because this become this become this. But they produce material things. They have enlightened
Yeah.
you. These are the law of nature. They know the Dhamma too. But the Dhamma of the Buddha, he know how to practice to get rid of suffering. He know the way how to practice to cessation of suffering. This is the
So yeah, and that's true. But one thing that we talk about is the Dharma is self-investigate and self-seeing. Right? You have to see it
yes, yes.
from your own experience to be able
Experience
to.
by the wife Dhamma.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to maybe uh, have another 10 minutes to talk about the Sangha. So
Yeah.
let's move to the Sangha. And I think we talked about that earlier, about why the Sangha is in the refuge, And can I ask you again,ท่านอาจารย์ Piya, that what is the Sangha and how many that we need to know and about the Sangha? And so what is the Sangha and what does it mean when we take refuge in the Sangha? It means that the Sangha as the noble disciple of the Buddha. It means that the Sangha is our inspiration that we see. Can you give us some idea about what is the Sangha and why we have to take the Sangha as one of our refuge? Ajahn Piya, start with you first.
Yeah, the Sangha, if we go to the quality of the Sangha, we will see that is the ideal Sangha or the noble disciple of the Buddha. There are 8 of them. That means if you see the noble disciple of the Buddha as your role model, you want to be like them. You want to eradicate your selfish. You want to eradicate your anger, hatred. Like try to be like them. Try to be good, be compassionate, be free from greed, hatred, and delusion like them until you are totally freedom uh, from any unwholesome negativity. I think that is the ideal Sangha. When we chant that and when we learn that, we want to be like them. They be the sort of inspiration, Ajahn.
Okay ท่านอาจารย์ธรรมวัฒน์ what is the Sangha and why the Sangha become our inspiration? That
Yeah,
according to you. Yeah.
the Sangha, it means the blessed one disciple. Sangha, the uh, the blessed one disciple. When we talk about the blessed one already, because the disciple cannot attain by themselves, have to listening from the Buddha, and after that they know how to practice. Even though the intelligent monk like Sariput, Sariputta, he excellence about the Dhamma, but had to listen from the Buddha. So when we practice, become a disciple, they practice well, they practice directly, they practice integrity. So this one, the good for worship, good one for associate, because they practice well, they practice directly. If you associate with him, you will listen the Dhamma from him. They will lead you to practice well. If you uh, respect the Sangha and you understand the quality of the Sangha, you will become the Sangha too.
Oh, thank you. So what you're saying is like when you take refuge in the Sangha, is you see the Sangha as your role model, your example. And when you meet with the Sangha, when you meet up with the noble disciple, they inspire you or inspire us to follow the teaching of the Buddha and become like one because they practice correct, they practice directly, and they attain some level of enlightenment. And Thanachan Piya, a lot of people uh, sometimes when they talk the Sangha, they mean everyone. Is the Sangha is everyone?
Yeah, if you talk about the meaning of Sangha, mean the group, but it can
The
be
community.
many, yeah, our community or the group. It can be many meanings, but the real meaning is the ideal Sangha, that the noble disciple who can free themselves from maybe from suffering little by little until they can get totally freedom like Arahanta. That is the ideal Sangha. If we see
Mhm.
someone like that and be our sort of inspiration, it can help us to free ourselves one day too. Like when I was young as a novice, I study about Ajahn Man history, Ajahn Man biography, or หลวงพ่อสด or many teacher, great teacher. We also want to be like them. We want to behave like them. We want to be good like them. It's quite inspired. I think that is the real Sangha or the
Okay.
real. uh,
So, but there is another Sangha, which is the community of monastic people like monk and nun. That is the Sangha too, right?
yeah. Yes. I
So,
I think we have to what to say, use the word like the Sangha normally mean the community of monk and nun, and also there is the word parisa. You maybe in Thai we call Puttha Borisat or parisa. There are 4 group of the Buddha disciple, you know, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika. That is, we use the word parisa, or we don't use the word sangha. We have to
okay.
separate
Uh,
these 2 words.
okay, ท่านอาจารย์ ท่านอาจารย์ so when we use for example there is what you said, there is ideal Sangha, which is the noble disciple of the Buddha. And then the second Sangha, meaning of the Sangha, is conventional Sangha, which is mean the community of monks and nuns. Not everyone, not a lay person, not a lay woman, not a layman, but everyone can be an ideal Sangha. It means that everyone can be a noble disciple if they become enlightened or if they free themselves from the suffering. Is it correct that the Sangha that
Yeah.
that include the monks and nuns, lay person, layman, lay woman, but they have to be an enlightened one, correct?
Yes.
But not everyone in the society or in the community as part of the Sangha in the conventional sense, which is mean the community of a monastic person, only mean the monk, only mean the community of the monks and nuns. Okay, and but thank you, 2 of you, for coming to our program this morning. I really appreciate it, and I thank you, our audience. Who follow, who give us some feedback, give us some compliment and idea about. And I think many of us now you know what is the triple gem, what is the refuge, and why we take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha. We have a few minutes before we conclude our program. ท่านอาจารย์ and thank you, Venerable Phramaha Piya Uttamapanyo, the Abbot of Wat Prodketchettharam, come to our show this morning. Thank you, ท่านอาจารย์ Thammawat, the Buddhist monk who live and work in Illinois at Wat Buddhadhamma. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you
We
for
have just
having me.
1 minute. I'll give about 30 minutes to Ajahn Piya and 30 minutes to Ajahn Thammawat to conclude, or you want to give a blessing to our audience, and I'll give you of that. Start with Ajahn Piya first.
Yeah, Ajahn, when I see the Buddha, I see him as our father. When I see the Dhamma, I see him as our mother. When I see the Sangha, I see him as brother, our brother and sister. We need them to guide our life in the good direction. Please take the opportunity that you have to be born as human being. Is not is very rare opportunity to be able to hear, understand, and practice the Dhamma is also rare, and that's why you should take this opportunity to lead your life in the peaceful and happy way. Thank you, Ajahn.
Well, thank you very much. And Ajahn Thammawat, you have 30 seconds if you can conclude.
When your mind clear, cool, and calm, you will see you will see the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and the Dhamma and Sangha refuge for you and lead you to no suffering when you have the Buddha, Dhamma for refuge.
Thank you, Ajahn Thammawat. If I was not a Buddhist, you are my inspiration. You're very peaceful, you're very calm, and that is the role model. That is the Sangha that we need. That is the example that we need. And I really appreciate your analogy, Thanajan Piya, when you're talking about the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. I really like that. We really get the concept that you see the Buddha as your father, you see the Buddha, the Dhamma as your mother, and you see the Sangha as your brother and sister, and that these people help you in your life to guide you the right way, and that's very very clever uh, to see that way. It makes it easier for people to understand. And again, our topic today, why do we take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha? And I hope that many of you, many of our audience who listen, who follow us from around the world, get some idea what you want to do for your own practice. And again, the taking refuge is the formal self-declaration for someone who know what they are doing, who want to apply the teaching of the Buddha into their life, who want to have the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha as their inspiration. That's something that comes to their mind when they live their life as Buddhists. And today we listen to the wisdom of our two guests, Ajahn Piya, Ajahn Thammawat. And again, thank you for being here. And thank you everyone for being here this morning to follow Meet the Monk and our program. We have our program on air online via Facebook and YouTube twice a week, Monday morning, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then uh, Friday morning, 6 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time, which is my time, and Central Time will be 8 o'clock, and Eastern Time will be 9 o'clock. And that's what we are going to do our live streaming Dhamma talk in English. And thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you again next time. Oh, let me make the announcement that this coming Friday, my guest will be Venerable Phra Panyakun, the Abbot of Wat Puttapati in London, England. We're going to travel across the Atlantic Ocean to invite most venerable Ajahn Parat Panyakun to come to our show, our program, to talk about what does he do to spread the Dharma in Europe, in UK. So until I see you again this coming Friday, have a good day, and may the blessing be with you. May the blessing of the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha be with you. Thank you everyone for being here.